a month after the Niger junta revoking the country's 2012 military agreements with the United States Department of Defense, in what was immediately perceived as a move towards kicking out U.S. troops from Nigerian territory. The Chadian junta has threatened Pentagon of doing the same, ahead of the return of the country to a constitutional order in May this year. This is going by a recent letter that has emerged from Chad, with the military calling for diplomatic steps to be initiated, so that U.S. troops that are stationed at the Adji Kosseï Air Base in Ndjamena are kicked out of Niger. The letter was dated April 4, 2024, and had been signed by the Chadian Army Chief of Staff, General Amine Idriss Ahmed, who ordered the immediate suspension of the activities of the American military detachment at the said Adji Kosseï Air Base. It was addressed to the Chadian Minister of Defense, and General Idriss Ahmed justified his request for the Chadian authorities to kick out U.S. troops, by citing what he said, a lack of a legal framework governing the presence of American special forces in Chad, forces that have been active in the country for 5 years. And before we proceed, this is what the letter read. The bilateral cooperation between the United States of America and the Republic of Chad particularly fits into a security framework for combating armed terrorist groups. However, with reference to the previous letter addressed to you, the Air Force has asked Americans to provide documents of bilateral agreements justifying their presence at the Adji Kosseï Air Base, or rather the BAK. In response, 2 agreements establishing logistical support and the personnel between our 2 states have reached us, but none of them relates or justifies their presence at BAK, so in short, the Air Force did not receive the agreement it wanted. Therefore, the Air Force requested the U.S. Defense Attaché to stop with immediate effect all U.S. activities at BAK, and sir, we ask you to intercede to whom it may concern, in order to warn the Americans that we have made the decision to stop their activities. Please believe in the expression of my most distinguished feelings. As you would agree with me, the letter seems to raise genuine concerns from the Chadian Army Chief. However, the threats have raised suspicion, especially from Chadians themselves, that they are more of blackmail against the American government than a real desire by those in power in Chad to chase away the small unit of American instructors who are present in the troubled airbase. A section of Chadians are treating the letter as a subtle blackmail of the United States by the junta, in what they say to be General Mohammed Debi's attempt to have the United States turn a blind eye on the upcoming May 6, 2024 presidential elections, and change its position on the need for transparent elections in the country. On our end, we believe that the threat is the junta's way of seeking the attention of the Americans, so as to negotiate a new agreement with Pentagon, and secure more beneficial interests to the Sahel country, and perhaps with the objective to move to a rental-based system, similar to that in place between the United States and Djibouti, over Camp Lemania. As a matter of fact, it has been established that President Mohammed Idriss Déby Itno, who is confident of being voted in as a civilian president in those May elections, together with his associates in the current regime, have no intention of demanding the departure of French troops, considering how his administration has grown stronger ties with the French. But if they are genuine requests, then this suspension of U.S. military activities at Adji Kosseï Air Base could also foreshadow changes in Chad's relationship with its other international partners, including France, whose military presence in the country could also be called into question in the future.